in the mud hole playing, and his
Yeah.
mama was in the house. He was 8 years old. Someone said, looked like she'd been watching me. I said, I reckon she was busy doing housework.
Angel come yesterday?
Huh?
Angel come yesterday?
No. I hadn't heard a word from her.
Yeah. Is that getting the whole thing?
Sam was
I
going,
should have pulled up there.
I believe, Panama Beach, where Cindy and Ryan and Wesley's at.
Yeah. Sam don't have to teach school this summer?
No,
Just
I reckon not. He's been up in Washington taking his vacation, but he's going to leave. Well, he's left this afternoon from here down to where they at the beach. Connie told me that her and Joe and the girls was going to the beach with her, where her mother's and daddy's got a cabin. And then this fall they're going up with Morgan and Murray's on the mountain to see the pretty trees.
Hmm. We went over to Andalusia this morning. Went over to the courthouse.
You did.
We're trying to get some fishing license for Brian and his friend to go fishing, but
Well,
they kind of wanted too much for them to fish.
he hadn't been over Eloise going swimming in the pool in the yard.
No, he's too old to go swimming like that.
He's outgrown that.
He's outgrown that, yeah. Yeah. They don't want to do anything except mess around with cars now.
Yeah.
Maybe girls. I don't know about girls.
Ain't Jessie doing any better?
I don't think so. She didn't even know me the other night. As that woman across the hall, Miss Kilcrease's wife, and her was sisters in the room of Miss Kendrick, and we was there, and she said, "Who is that?" talking about me. She's in bad shape. They had her singing up there not long ago. Carl and his wife took her. They come on back and left, went home. Me and some woman, might have been Miss Elvis, sitting there. She put in coming down here. I said, "Where you going, Jessie?" "Going to my room, getting dip snuff." I said, "There ain't no snuff down it. That's my room." She was turning around.
You know what Lily done this morning?
Huh?
You know what Lily done?
What?
Lily, you know what she done this morning?
Who?
My cat.
Uh-uh.
She come up and called us, and we opened the door and spoke to her, and she just turned around and left. Told her we had company.
Maybe she didn't like the boys.
She didn't
being-
want no company.
Uh-huh.
She's jealous. She's jealous.
Yeah. Didn't like them boys being there. Sam brought me some books. They're old ones, but something I can read again. Reader's Digest and Guidepost. I think about Steve giving me every Christmas that Reader's Digest for a Christmas present.
Yeah, you still get that, don't you?
Yeah. I
Good.
do.
She notes on that thing every day.
I got some thing at work I was going to send you with. You could get some books. It's got that large print.
That is large print.
Yeah.
She gets library books from Orange.
It was like the library books. You get the library books out of the library.
Yeah, she check out all she does.
Oh, they some down there. They come. Well, they come through mail. The
Yeah.
ones.
Now I was talking about these are books, the full books, the whole books.
Oh, you can get some down there at Miss Ballard's, but they're small print, and I don't want them. I read large print.
Do you have to use your magnifying glass when you read?
Uh-uh.
You don't?
Not all the time. That large print, I don't.
Yeah.
David, what kind of flowers you and Steve may know what they
I
are?
don't know what they are.
Some of them said that this morning thought they was pennywinkle.
They may be.
We sure have had some pretty gladolias out there. Will that be in color?
Yeah.
Will I put it
No, you just said
That's
put
okay.
me on a different cloth on my...
No, you're all right.
Oh, that's okay. It's only just recording your top
Matches your dress, Blue.
part.
It ain't gonna be on the movies.
If we don't like it, we can just record over it.
How much more
You
got
didn't
left
see
on that
J.D.
thing?
No, it's
Burner's
not.
board, did you?
Huh?
Did
No, I
you-
didn't see it.
Oh.
What I was thinking
He
about.
come in and I think
turned
he was
it
the one saying how old you was.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I don't know exactly how old he is. I remember when you was born. So I said, Eloise is 53 or 54 in March. They 7 or 8 got the birthday in March. Kent's wife, Eloise's girl, and Dora, and one of Joy's girls. Anyhow, I figured them up there. 7 or 8.
Angel got a birthday coming up right away.
Huh?
Angel gonna have one pretty quick.
27th. Looked like she would write me and let me know about it, since that truck run into them, or whatever happened. Had to cut her husband out with jaws alive, and it hurt Angel's leg and hip. A foot, it was swelled up. Last time she was here. But I believe Eloise said, or some of them said that he drank 2 cups of coffee with sugar in it. That's what caused it to happen. He is to blame, I think. Had you heard that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, he was to blame. He run a stop sign. He's a bad driver like me.
One night, Samuel called me. He was in Washington, D.C., and he sent me the funniest postcard. I throwed it away. A big old teddy bear lying up sick in the bed. That boy's gonna fall erect on that housetop, if you don't mind.
Sam ain't
sick.
married, is he?
Huh?
Sam ain't got married, has he?
I hadn't heard nothing about it.
Ain't David and his wife expecting another baby?
Don't reckon why.
I just wondered.
Huh?
I just wondered.
You can't tell about these people. Has Steve got married yet again?
No.
He ain't found nobody to have.
No, I asked Betty. She wanted to. She said nope. Not to me.
Yeah.
That's her new ring.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see one gladiola out there blooming again. I mean, all of them died down, but that one.
Well, I had the Reader's Digest changed, sent out here.
Yeah, and Eloise turned around and had it sent out to the house.
You mean she changed the address on it? Why?
Stupid.
Well, I went to a lot of trouble to have
I
the
know.
address sent here.
Stupid.
David, baby had to have his head operated on.
She got
And Eloise had been to Pensacola to the doctor. She weren't able to go, but Wayne went and said she cried when she waked up. Said her nose run solid till they had that operation
I'll
on
tell you
her.
what happened on it.
That fella got on his eye hanging way down. Dave, you remember that Miss Bimbo was in here with me? Well, they said she fell and broke both hips.
Mm-hmm.
So that they're fixing to give me a shower, and they done got me there, and they hollered for go help get her up. She's gonna get up and walk with both
Mhm.
hips. Just broke
She's back out here now?
Yeah, she's been down there with Miss Thompson. It's on this floor, further end
Yeah, I know what she's doing.
of the whole, like,
Yeah, it's bad. Sure is.
Steve, do you want some of them guideposts?
No, I don't have time to read. I got bookcases of books to read, and I never read anything.
Well, Dave, do you want?
No, but Steve, you ought to take them and read them, boy. Get informed here. This is a Baptist. This is a Baptist paper. I don't know what Mama's doing with it.
No, Eloise? No,
No, she brought dinner yesterday, didn't she?
Yeah. Oh, she brought our dinner to us yesterday. Well, anyhow, we had some rice and cake. I don't even remember hardly what we did now, nothing much. And some kind of meat. But Jenny Satuka can't eat it.
Steve said you had a lot more than we had. We didn't have no dinner.
Now, it was about
You know it?
2:30 when I left, about 2 o'clock when I left here yesterday. Right? We eat dinner after I got home. About middle of the afternoon.
I don't remember what else we had for dinner.
You can't afford to feed them with one meal a day. Can't afford it.
Then he cooked Brian some tomato gravy this morning. He really ate that up, didn't he? You see?
He worked that wasn't too good.
It wasn't near as good as you usually make it for.
Tried to make it.
He liked it though.
Not making some more. I did that. That's the first time I made it.
He's that's him and Dennis racing on those biscuits.
I told her I should cook a lot more biscuits.
That's enough. That's enough.
Shoot, I need all I want.
Morgan Murray cleaned out the freezer and carried some of that vegetables to her sister. You know, there are one widow women, but one, I think.
They lucky, ain't they?
Huh?
They lucky, ain't they?
Lucky. Yeah, they sure are. Well, they don't have no gardens, I don't guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good she could get it to them.
Where do they live?
Over about Dolphin somewhere, I don't know.
What's the name of that place?
Headland?
Yeah, Headland.
I think it's
that.
Headland.
And one of her sisters, her Olsen, is the same age I am. You know, Miss, this woman across the hall, Mr. Kilcrease's wife, and her was sisters. She told me this morning somebody got her a watch. Said I hadn't got no watch. I said that's exactly the reason I hadn't brought mine over here, and the engagement ring either. I said they're locked up in my chiff roll.
Well, you don't really need a watch out here.
She got a clock.
Right. You don't really need a watch.
I don't need it. I
Yeah.
got a clock. Well, some of them nurses had that out and made it alarm one night.
She goes through a clock about every 3, 4, 5, 6 months. She
That's a good
knocks them
clock.
off.
I'll have to write your birthday down. It's February the 15th,
Yeah.
right?
But she don't.
You're 87.
She don't have electrics.
Huh?
She don't like color and she don't like electric. She wants that old wine clock.
Yeah. I forgot Daddy's birthday this year.
I can't have it.
I forgot David.
I called him up for Father's Day and he said, well, you didn't know it. My birthday was... I'd forgotten all about his birthday.
Him and Eloise's David got the same birthday, and me and Sam's got the same birthday.
I can't remember my own kids' birthdays. If I don't keep them written down on a calendar that I use, like at work, I forget.
I forgot to wish David a happy birthday.
Birthdays and Christmases don't mean much to me.
I like Christmases.
That's
My
fine.
birthdays don't mean much. It just makes me get older.
Skip it.
What day is your birthday?
December the 3rd.
I was over there. I remember when you was born. You didn't look like you'd live long. They had your head about that much lower than the rest of your body. You looked like you
They
was
try and
dead.
get his brain to stay up there where they're supposed to.
Huh?
They was trying to get his brain to stay up there where they're supposed to. The reason said he was standing on his head. Focus it well.
Alright.
I want to get Ms. Moore's picture here. You ever think we're going to wake
Like
her?
a man with it.
Huh?
You don't care for him taking the picture, do you, Ms. Moore?
What?
You don't care for him taking the picture, do you?
I hadn't thought about it.
I
You
said you
don't
don't
make
care,
a
do
picture,
you?
do
She said she
you?
hadn't thought about it. She don't care.
Was there any kind of pie in my book, and you can make it with water and place of milk, and it'll be firm, and it sure is good. I think I got it from Ruby.
What did you do with all your recipes you used
They
to
over
have?
there at Eloise's, if she
Yeah.
hadn't thrown them away.
I'd like to know your recipe that you used to make tea cakes.
Well,
But you've made them so many years, you probably just mixed them up, didn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
you used to want me to cook donuts every day.
Get her a chestnut
Every-
pie recipe.
Chestnut pie.
Ain't you got a chestnut pie recipe?
Chestnut.
Chest pie. Chestnut pie.
Oh, well, chess and chestnuts
Oh,
different.
seems like there's one in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's like egg custard, isn't it? Chess pie.
They probably.
Steve, did y'all have any bad weather down there?
Hey, Robert.
No.
Santa said at Pensacola, he'd come an earth trimmer down there. Said the earth was just trimming and everything.
Hmm.
That
Oh,
was,
he was just nervous.
no, he weren't. There was some of the rest of them there talking about
Ain't
it.
nobody else said nothing about it that one come down.
No, we haven't had any bad weather in a good while down in Florida, down where I live. I wish we could have a little bit so we could get some rain. Usually rains a lot with storms.
We sure had a lot of thunder and lightning one night I believe it was one night or one day when they said that little boy got struck by lightning. You remember Joe and Morgan or you or some of them had the cow and the lightning struck them? You remember that? And it tore up our TV and Steve fixed it. Velma Spurness down there. Joe got me a gown, buy one to give you one, and got him, seemed like it was a shirt or something, buy one to give you one. And I showed them to Velma Spurness, and my TV, our TV was plugged in, but it weren't on. And he come, we heard it thunder. We was out on the porch, and she said, way off. And she said she had to go home and unplug her. She didn't leave it running. And Morgan and Joe was out there learning to hog, getting them, introducing them to electric fence where they could put them in the field. And I told them, come on in the house. Lightning, it went like a double-barrel gun shot right there in that room. I couldn't see her. She said I looked like a dead person. She did too. It like scared us to death. And I know Steve fixed our TV.
I remember that. I think I remember fixing your TV.
Mr. Money fixed it sometime when he'd get out of whack.
I remember putting up an antenna for you up there one time.
Old boy comes along and asks that he buy that antenna.
Your kid.
Morgan told
I
him,
had
I won't sell it to you. I'll give it to you if you mind to take it
Skin in my
down.
chair. And this morning they had to take it and wash it. I didn't get in the potty chair in time. But I sure did hate it because it don't sit right without one in it.
Yeah, I'm just about half your age. Yeah, they gonna be many more years, and I'm not gonna have any more kids left at home. They're gonna all be grown.
What?
Not many more years, I'm not gonna have any more kids left at home.
That's right. You'll know how I always felt when mine all left home. ladder to cut his oak. It was so high. You remember that, Dave?
Well, some things like that grow good down in Florida. Some things actually like the sand. A lot of tomatoes grow good down there. They do seem to do pretty good. Potatoes, yeah.
Well,
Orange trees like that sand. They grow real well.
one time it got 25 degrees down there, didn't it? Killed the fruit trees. I mean, they had to process the juice for it to run.
Yeah, they still haven't replaced all those trees. A lot of those places they just never replaced the trees again.
Well, a few years ago, Eloise and Wayne fig trees got killed and some sprouts come out. And last year, she said there's a big old ant, said it weren't far ant. Said it got in the tree and just ate them up on the tree. And this year the birds is eating them up, and they got a bird house, and lots of birds come out of them woods up there, and they feed them. Well, anyhow, they just eat up the figs and everybody, and Wayne went to town and bought a rubber snake, and they let them alone now. It's scared. David, who said anything about David's wife and him and his wife's family increasing?
Nobody, all right. I just knew they had a baby that was over a year old. I figured about time for them to have another one.
Huh?
I just knew the little girl was over a year old. I knew it was about time for them to have
She's a
another
year
one.
old in January, and
That's 18 months.
I don't know
That's-
what she called David, or Daddy or David. She said to her mother, anyhow she called him, said he spanked me.
She probably needed it. She probably got some of her mama in her.
Huh?
She probably needed it. She probably got some of her mama in her. Reckon? Or
I don't know.
maybe her daddy. Hey, Lord. They go off in a hurry. Don't take long to grow a family off. They here today and gone tomorrow. You been resting good at night?
Yes, sometime I sleep till 11, 12 o'clock. Maybe I don't get into bed till they'll wait late and put us to bed and then get us up some mornings at 5:30. And sometime I don't rest good on account of my hip and leg are hurting me. My leg and my foot hurt me. Dr. Lee changed Jesse's medicine several days ago. But I hardly ever go and say anything to her because she don't talk loud enough for me to understand her, and she don't even know what I'm talking about, I reckon. She first fell and broke her hip, and me begging her not to go to that potty chair by herself. She had a broke ankle. It's how come her down here to start with. And Dr. Lee told her not to be walking no more. Walking was over with now. So she told me one day she believed she could hold on the side of the wall down pieces, you know, and walk around. I said, you better not try. And first thing I knew, she'd fell. She said, I'm going to have a birthday party tomorrow. I said, well, Jessie, your birthday's not till July. Yeah, but I'm going to go on his in June and have it tomorrow. And that day at 3:30, she fell and broke her hip. And now then, she can't even be up in a wheelchair. I told her she might fall and break her back. But them boys said you couldn't tell her nothing, said she was butt-headed. If she was a mother, I wouldn't have said that about her.
They'd tell her she'd spill her snuff, she might not get up.
Huh?
They'd tell her she might spill her snuff, she might not try to get up.
She still dips that snuff, I reckon. She'll take the box and pour it in her mouth, and it'll just be all around like enough to get in her lungs and kill her. Look at me like.
Says she's 92 years old, I don't reckon it's hurt her.
She'll be 90. I reckon 90. I think she'll be 91. But her and Arthur and Joe are about the same age. No, Arthur and Joe, there's 12 months difference in their age. And Joe, David's great-grandmother had 2 sets of twins, Steve. And Susie's mate died, and Willie's mate. Susie's mate was a little boy, and Willie's mate was a girl.
2 sets of twins from the same family?
Huh?
Daddy had, yeah. You didn't know that?
No,
Yeah. There's one set in your mother's side. Did she give you that family tree on the Meeks family? Did she have printed?
No, When did she have it done?
Inez brought it.
No,
Got you a copy. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how y'all today?
Pretty good. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Got Ms. Moore some mail.
Very good.
Hey there.
I know she appreciates that. He's a pretty good mailman, Miss Moore.
If I can just find my way around.
Yeah.
Y'all doing pretty good?
Pretty good.
You mean let me go and get her?
Okay. Have a good day. See you later.
Bye.
Hey
May
there.
I have your arm, baby?
Said it's going to be a large plate. And that woman in there, she's a Leela Edis. Said she's been down there 35 years. And she's 102 years old, Mr. Kiltree told some of us out here in the hall. Sue said she ain't that old. Said and she said they just had one room from the nurse's station back that way is all they had. Now she's bad wrong.
She lost her notching stick.
Yeah, she sure did.
Yeah, she lost her notching stick. Yeah.
One night, my powder, I had some Baby Johnson powder. Some of y'all gave me, and some, let's see, deodorant, and it disappeared. I don't know what went with it, but there too. I said, Miss Moore, look over there in your drawer. I said, now I know you didn't get it, but whoever got it, they got scared and come put it in her, the first that they come to. Sure enough, it's in there. And I told Miss Moore, I said, you like me, you don't want a thing that's not yours. And she felt bad about it, but I told her not to because I knew she didn't put it in there.
Why no?
But somebody got it, and they thought they had it made.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Give me that dress and I'll put it right in here. Push that. I think that's Medina.
What, this purple one?
I don't know where it's purple or what kind.
Sort of funny color.
One that Eloise made.
Hurry up. That it?
Yeah. I guess he's making my picture.
Yeah, he's making a picture.
He said, I'm going to get me one, but it's going to be gold all over. I said, you want a crown? This is open-faced crown.
Yeah.
And he called me Goldilocks. Come in here one day. You still want to see
You
my gold
met, Miss
too?
Moore, you met this boy, didn't you, yesterday?
What'd you say?
You met my son yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he's
I figured
20
Mama
years
told you
old.
who he was.
Gonna get him when he called me Goldilocks. Made me sick.
This is a beauty shop.
Yeah,
You want me to put your books up? Or?
I'm gonna put him up down there.
Well, I'll do it for you.